All right, so have you ever thought about like natural breast enhancement? Those ways to maybe get a fuller bust without, going under the knife.
Yeah, definitely. It's a hot topic these days.
For sure. Well, we're going to do a deep dive today into this YouTube video I found by Get Off the Meds. It's called Natural Breast Enhancement Remedies.
Okay. Sounds interesting. What's the video all about?
Basically, it's all these natural remedies that might be able to, help things along.
Okay, yeah. And a lot of people are getting into like working with their bodies instead of, trying to fight them.
Yeah, totally. Like embracing what you've got.
Exactly. And of course, genetics are, always going to play a huge role.
Oh, for sure. But this video is all about those remedies that might help with things like hormones and, skin elasticity, and even like where your body stores fat, stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
So like one thing that really jumped out at me was Fenugreek and Fennel seeds.
Interesting.
Have you ever heard of those? I mean, like for this.
I have. I've heard of them, yeah.
So the video says they have these things called phytoestrogens.
Right.
Which I guess are like plant estrogens?
Yeah, exactly. And they have a similar structure to the estrogen that our bodies make naturally.
Oh, interesting.
But they're way, way weaker.
Okay.
But they can still attach to, the estrogen receptors in your breast tissue.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like tricking your body in a way.
In a way, yeah, I guess so. And so the thinking is that can lead to like more cell growth and maybe make them look a little fuller.
Gotcha. So it's not like you're taking a straight up hormone supplement or anything. It's more like giving your body a little nudge.
Yeah, exactly. A gentle nudge. And the video actually suggests some pretty easy ways to get these seeds into your routine.
Okay, cool.
Like soaking them and then drinking the water. Or even making like a paste out of them and using it to like massage the area.
Oh, wow.
Or you can use oils that have fenugreek or fennel in them.
Well, that sounds kind of nice, actually.
Yeah, a little spa treatment.
Right. Okay, so what about wild yam and maca root? I feel like I've heard about those before for like women's health in general.
Yes.
But this video says they can help with breast enhancement too.
Yeah, so wild yam has this compound in it called phytoestrogens.
Okay.
And it's actually something that can turn into progesterone in your body.
Interesting.
And now progesterone doesn't actually directly make your breasts grow.
Okay.
But it can help with firmness and keeping things perky.
Oh, okay. So it's more about working with what you already have.
Yeah, exactly. Like enhancing.
Not necessarily getting bigger.
Right.
Okay, cool. And then maca root.
Maca root, yes. So maca root is kind of like a multitasker.
Okay.
It's what's called an adaptogen, which means that it basically helps your body deal with stress better.
Oh, interesting.
And it can also balance out your hormones.
Mm-hmm.
So some people think that, all those things kind of work together to maybe shift how your body distributes fat.
Oh, so it's like a more indirect approach.
Yeah, kind of. And, there are a lot of stories out there about maca, but the science on like the breast stuff specifically, it's still a little iffy.
Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so this next one kind of threw me for a loop. Saw palmetto. Isn't that for guys?
That's what a lot of people think, yeah.
Yeah, like for their prostate.
Mm-hmm.
But this video says it could work for breast enhancement too.
Yeah, it seems kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
But it all comes back to hormones.
Okay.
So saw palmetto can actually block testosterone from turning into DHT. Have you heard of DHT?
Vaguely, maybe.
It's dihydrotestosterone.
Okay.
And DHT can actually get in the way of breast growth. So if you can like lower the DHT, maybe that gives estrogen more room to do its thing,
Oh, that's actually really interesting. So it's not about like boosting estrogen directly. It's more about making sure that something else isn't like blocking it.
Exactly, yeah. It's all about like creating the right balance.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. And speaking of balancing hormones, the video also talks about flax seeds.
Flax seeds, yes.
I know those are like super healthy, but are they good for this too?
They are. They've got these compounds called lignans. And guess what? They're phytoestrogens too.
Oh, wow. So they can kind of do that same thing, like attach to the estrogen receptors.
Yep, exactly. And they might be able to give things a little boost.
Interesting. And like those other seeds, they're pretty easy to add to your diet.
Oh, yeah. Super easy.
Cool. Okay, so we've talked about a bunch of stuff you can like take.
Mm-hmm.
But what about stuff you could do like massage?
Ooh, yes, massage.
I've heard that can help.
It really can. The video really stresses using oils like olive oil or almond oil.
Okay.
And the idea is that, if you massage regularly, it gets the blood flowing better and can even help with like lymphatic drainage, which could be really good for the health of your breast tissue and make it more elastic.
Okay, so it's not like magically making your breast bigger. It's more about keeping the tissue healthy so it can like look its best.
Exactly, yeah. Taking care of what you've got.
Right. And that actually ties into the next thing, which is eating healthy fats.
Oh, yes. So important.
I love healthy fats.
Me too.
Yeah.
And, things like avocados, nuts, olive oil, coconut milk, all that good stuff. They give your body those fatty acids that it needs to keep your skin healthy and elastic, which is good for, everywhere, including your breasts.
Okay, that makes total sense. Okay, now this next one is something I had never even heard of before. Pueraria mirifica.
Oh, interesting.
It's some kind of Thai herb.
Okay.
And apparently it's like really good for breast enhancement.
That's cool. I haven't heard of that one.
Me neither.
Right.
But the video says it's got tons of phytoestrogens.
Oh, wow. Even more than the other stuff we talked about.
Yeah. Like especially these two called miroestrol and deoxymiroestrol.
Wow, those are some serious names.
I know, right?
Sounds powerful.
Yeah, so maybe that one is like the real MVP.
Maybe so. And don't forget about exercise.
Oh, of course.
Like good old-fashioned workouts can really make a difference too. If you work those chest muscles,
Totally.
the ones right under your breast, that can give them a lift.
Yes. Like push-ups, chest presses, all that good stuff.
Exactly. And it can make your breasts look perkier and just, better overall.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. But the big question is, like, do these remedies actually work?
Right. That's what everyone wants to know.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's different for everyone. There's no, magic bullet.
Right.
Some people might see a difference. Some people might not. It really just depends.
Yeah, everyone's body is different.
Exactly. So it's important to, be realistic about it.
For sure. And I guess that's always a good idea to, talk to your doctor first.
Oh, yeah, always. Especially if you have any, health issues going on.
Absolutely. So, I don't know. What do you think? Could some of these things maybe work even better together?
Ooh, that's a good question. What if you combined a bunch of these things?
Yeah.
Maybe change your diet and try some herbs and do those exercises. Maybe that would give you a better chance of seeing results.
Ooh, that's actually really interesting, like a holistic approach.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, if you're listening and you're thinking about trying some natural breast enhancement stuff, there's definitely a lot to think about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Thanks for having me. It was really fun.
Me too.